Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tabor Talk. I'm your host, Michael Tabor. So, getting right into it. When I heard that Nick Bostrum was going to be on Joe Rogan, I was doing backflips. So, Nick Bostrum was on Joe Rogan yesterday. I haven't finished it, and here he is, by the way. I'm only a half hour in.
At deciphering the genetic architecture of complex traits, whether it's intelligence or personality attributes, then you would have more selection power and you could do more. And then there is a number of other technologies we don't yet have, but which if you did, would then kind of stack with that. And
he's actually talking about something sort of related to my last video on CRISPR technology and all this. He's talking about, well, kind of controversial, that little clip here on genetic selection and all that. So I'm only a half hour and I'll talk about it more when I finish it. But here's the thing. Now this book, boy, is this messy. I got chocolate on the cover here. Let me wipe this off. I had some chocolate and it got on. Oh well, I'm sorry. Okay, this is Nick Bostrom's book, Superintelligence. And look at how dirty. It's like I was tapping chocolate. It's all over. I'm a fucking messy dude. Sorry about that. So this book changed my life. Rocked my fucking world. This came out in 2014. And I got chocolate in between my fingernails. Sorry. This book came out in 2014. I read it in 2015. And I'm reading it again. And this book, people, so here's the thing. What I wanted to say is Nick Bostrom has an accent. He's Swedish. His English is good, but not great. And when you listen to him, you don't, obviously, I'm stating the obvious, you don't get the full effect of reading this. You know, this book is almost 400 pages. It's very technical, too. It's not an easy read. I'm reading it for the second time. But if you just saw, he's not... Nick Bostrom, his whole focus is on AI, artificial intelligence, and more really AGI, which is artificial general intelligence. He got interested in this back in the 90s, right? And now everyone's talking about AI. This is kind of a hot topic. Like we had Black Mirror, is huge on Netflix and technology, and we see smartphones. There's a new phone coming out. It was just released yesterday, wasn't it? The IX, but something this year. I mean, it's just crazy what we could do now with these cameras and this and just fucking insane, right? So people are taking this more seriously. And then VR, too, like virtual reality. Like, okay, let me fast forward and tell you what essentially Nick Bostrom's thesis is, that if we're not already in some sort of simulation, like we've all seen the movie The Matrix. That isn't even one of my favorite movies. There are much better movies on that, but people always refer to it. So if you know what I'm talking about whether we're in some sort of simulation, either we are or we're heading towards one, and the odds that we're not are something like 1 in a billion. He breaks it down. It's all in here. I'm not going to explain it in a 10-minute video or 5-minute video, whatever, here on YouTube. Read this fucking book. Nick Bostrom's super intelligent. He breaks down everything, every possible scenario. It's so well written. Nick Bostrom, super intelligence. Watch Nick Bostrom. Watch the podcast. Watch or listen, whatever you do. On Joe Rogan, he was also on Sam Harris about 8 months ago. I've listened to that. I'm obsessed with Nick Bostrom, and I am convinced. Me, Michael Tabor, I'm convinced that we are living in a simulation right now. Yep, it sounds outrageous, and I've been talking about this since 2014, since my accident, right? I had an NDE. Boy, I really digress, but I had an NDE, near-death experience. I died, and when I died, I saw this computer, this monolithic abacus-like structure, digital thing, and go to my earlier videos. I go into greater detail. I saw this fucking computer or something. And after my NDE, I was like, holy shit. We're in some sort of simulation. Fascinating stuff. Okay. Let me end it here. Nick Bostrum. Let me hold this up again. Superintelligence. I'll be doing a lot more about this. Good friends, good books, and a sleepy conscience. Peace, love, and understanding.